It's beautiful. It's just a little bit chillier than it was yesterday. It's a little bit windy, but I have my cards with me today, so we may do some live Q&A, tarot, a little quick mini readings for you guys. It's kind of up to you, but we can also do some chat and some Q&A. But I wanted to start out, I did a reading earlier today about, it was the name of the reading. Hey, Jenny Jen, good to see you. But the name of the reading that I did was about being ghosted. And the question was, why were you ghosted? And I read for all the signs, but then I dropped this big truth bomb at the end. And you guys, if you've been watching me for any length of time, you know healing and raising your vibrations so that you don't attract, that kind of energy to you to begin with is really a passion of mine. And so I kind of spoke my truth, and I tried to do so in kindness and love, because it is my passion, of course, to see people heal and get off the hamster wheel of, dating and relationship failure after dating and relationship failure and so on and so forth, because, the masses will tell you, oh, well, just try again, try again. Well, the masses have divorce rates that kind of speak for themselves. And so you can certainly take that approach if you want to and end up a statistic like I did, okay? Or maybe you can, try something different, because if what you're trying to do, you're repeating over and over again and it's not working, then maybe you might try something different, right? Just a radical idea, but, that old definition of insanity, right? So, there we are. But anyway, I do have my cards today. We are doing live, little quickie readings. If you guys have any questions or whatever, we can certainly do that for you today. Another thing that's on my mind, and I talked about this in the title of the video. I talked about twin flame exes and that sort of thing. And that's an area that is something that is a passion of mine, as far as, helping people to break toxic, obsessive, addictive cycles and realize what Plato was really talking about, and his teaching is where the twin flame traditional teaching in the community is based on. And he said we have two arms, or we're born with 4 arms, 4 legs, and that sort of thing, and basically double of everything in your body. And that the whole reason, we spend our, then we split apart and we spend our whole life searching for our other half. But he was really talking about coming into union with yourself. And that's, there is no end all be all. Are there intense, strong soul connections where you have that recognition and you meet someone and there's just this instant chemistry and you feel like you've known them all your life, and it's, it can be that you have common interest, or where you're strong, they're weak, and vice versa, and there's that complementary thing. But also, if you're not real careful, it can be the quickest type of connection to go toxic. It can be beautiful, but it certainly can go toxic if both people aren't very, very careful with staying on top of their energy work and energetically ready to begin with. And I speak from experience, okay? I'm not an expert in any area. Yeah, yes, exactly, Jenny Jen, exactly. And how do I know that you have to change your vibration when you get ghosted? Okay, I've been ghosted a lot in my life, and I was talking about that earlier, but it's kind of like just, taking a step back and saying, okay, this is not working, and honestly, about 3.5 years ago, I came across a nice gentleman in the tarot community on YouTube. Yes, it is very painful, because, and here again, and let's talk about this, okay? It is very painful. And I want to speak to something. I meant to talk about this, and you made me think of something. I myself am from a small southern town, and I'm out in a park right now. But people like me who, read tarot cards, right? And that's the Taurus card, by the way, the Hierophant, for what it's worth. But anyway, people like me are few and far between here. Free thinkers, critical thinkers, and we're brought up and we're kind of indoctrinated into believing that in and of ourselves we are worthless, okay? We are a wretch in need of saving, okay? But the truth of the matter, and I spent the first 50 years of my life thinking peace was just a myth, but I never really shared that with anybody. But that is the truth. And I did all the right things. I said all the right prayers and this sort of thing, and I'm not trying to throw shade at anything, but this indoctrination into this thinking really, my self-esteem was in the toilet before I ever went out on my first date. I was, I hit the ground, energetically just a mess, okay? And I was taught that in and of myself I was nothing, that I had to have something outside of me to have value. And so of course, I had not found that because I was seeking it outside myself. And so then when I start dating, of course, the very first thing is you have that Prince Charming mentality. We've all heard the stories, right? They lived happily ever after. Well, no, that's not so. That's complacency, okay? And you can't be complacent and live happily ever after with anyone, okay? Nor can they, But at any rate, we're indoctrinated like this, and we're taught these things. And then, I came across this gentleman on YouTube. I was very broken. Yeah, yes. Okay, Jenny, so you understand. And, I don't want to step on toes. I'm not here to offend, and I'm not here to throw shade. Okay, look, I'm a Jesus freak in the biggest kind of way. Let me just be honest. I also think he was the most misunderstood person that ever probably walked the planet, okay? I'm just gonna shoot real with you, okay? And but anyway, so I am very much about doing people the right way, treating people the right way, and being able to, try to lay my head on the pillow at night knowing that I did my best to be my authentic self, but to act in a loving way and treat other people the way that I want to be treated, because we all deserve love. We all deserve to be treated with love, but the love has to start with loving ourselves. And the crazy thing, and when you're raised in an indoctrinated situation, okay, and look, I love my parents. I'm not throwing shade. My mother, until she passed away, was my very dear best friend, my biggest cheerleader, okay? And, my dad and I still have him. He's 86. We're very close. So in no way is this saying anything but absolute awesome things about my parents. In fact, my mother was very non-traditional for the way that she was brought up. She was much more of an open-minded person, than I was, than a lot of folks, I should say, okay, as far as, spirituality and that sort of thing. And she had friends from all walks of life, from every kind of spiritual background and belief system that you can imagine. And she was very non-judgmental, so there you go. But, oh, by the way, there's a train, and if it takes off again, just ignore the train whistle. Hopefully it won't last long. But anyway, okay, so we're brought up to believe these things, and this is I'm not much on the mental health community in general, but they have their role, but they're more about treating symptoms than the problem. It never worked for me. Honey, I've had so many therapists in my life over the years. And I even had a therapist tell me, we're not going to worry about the root of the problem. We're just going to treat the symptoms. And yes, oh, thank you so much. Yes. And they do. They make decisions from a broken place. And you do come to realize in your healing journey, as a part of forgiving, you learn and understand. Because look, at the end of the day, I look back at the way that I behaved and treated people myself, because I was broken. I was a train wreck inside, and it was all about self-esteem. And I treated people like, oh, I was I'm just gonna, I'm trying to watch my language because I just got my YouTube partnership and I don't want to blow this, but I was a raging bee. Okay, you know what I'm saying, right? And very miserable. Hey, how are you? Hey, you guys, how are you doing? It's good to see you both. Hey. I'm doing beautifully. Hey, it's like about 66, 68 degrees out, And it's a little bit windy, and I am doing live tarot readings. If you guys want one, well, you know, if you have a question, let me know. And I'm kind of watching the comments as we go. But anyhow, okay. So we were talking about, you know, okay, so, but psychologists or the psychiatric community has proven that from ages 0 to 5, that is where, absolutely, but that is where we are indoctrinated. Yes, ask a question, but that's where we're indoctrinated, and that's where we really get our solid belief systems. So and I'll be honest, I'm going to shoot straight with you. Some of that indoctrination, I myself am still healing from, and really started that journey. You know, I first started from healing with what I used to call my twin flame. I now call it the catalyst, you know, that woke me up, that was the game changer. But there was a lot along my path that I healed from. Okay, and I hope I don't say your name wrong. Abantika wanted to know if you see me getting any business contract in March or April. Oh, I didn't, let me see, okay, let me go back here. Worried about work. Okay, so I'm going to talk about that, and we'll do a reading, but I want to talk to you about worry. Okay, let me see here if I can get this back. I'm new at this. This is only the second time I've done live, but okay. Now, one thing you need to know that is very, very important, as it has to do with money and success manifestation. You will manifest what you fear and what you worry about. Okay? There is a video that I did, and I did it about 3 weeks ago, and it is in my Law of Attraction playlist. When you go to my channel, go to playlist, and then go down to Law of Attraction. The name of the video I want to send you to is called Manifestation, Love, the Economy, Money, something of that nature. It was done about 3 weeks ago. This will literally prove why what you fear is going to come to pass. Okay, so yes, definitely. And here's what's important. Watch your wording. Don't say, I want success, I need success. I have success. Boom, okay? Walk and act and believe that you already are successful. That's key, because what the universe hears is, I want, I need, and they'll be like, you know, and my name's Karen. Many of you, yes, absolutely. Many of you know my name is Karen, and but anyway, I'm the nice kind of Karen. But okay, you know, the universe hears you and says, yes, that's exactly right. And so, but anyway, the universe says, oh, okay, we'll leave you wanting or needing money or success or whatever. Jenny Jen, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much. So sweet of you. So, okay, but let's look at the prognosis. I'm just going to pull like a 3-card spread, okay, and see. We're going to look at prognosis, and then, you know, that was just some off-the-cuff advice from me, things that I've learned along the way. And y'all, a lot of y'all are rich lot. You know, you came to me from rich. Look, what I've learned about law of attraction and money manifestation and healing from romance and that sort of thing and attracting a better person, I have picked up over the course of the 3 years that I have watched him, okay? And so I owe so much to him. You just have no idea. But okay, all right, let's pull some cards. Oh, okay. Well, here you go. Okay, so I like this because, okay, we pulled the Hierophant and the 8 of Cups reversed and the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, let's talk about that. First of all, the Hierophant is a very spiritual card, okay, and I'll show this to you. It is a spiritual leader, but what it speaks to is being divinely guided, okay? So understand, this is kind of a reminder from Source, Spirit, the Divine. They gotcha, okay? So I like this. And, you know, this 8 of Cups, when it comes out in reverse, I like this too. This is resilience. That's what this means, okay, when it comes out in the reverse like this. So this very positive card, and it speaks to perseverance and staying power. But let me tell you what else it speaks to. It speaks to whoever this, and I'm reading for your energy, the ability to turn negatives into positives. This is a person who can pull a rabbit out of a hat, okay? I don't know what your sign is, but like that's you, okay? And the other is, thank you, Jenny Jen, you're so sweet, thank you. But the other card that I pulled for you is the 2 of Pentacles, okay? And let's speak to this card. You may have some options, definitely, okay? You may be juggling, okay? So you may get busy. Pentacles is about coins, money, and that sort of thing, okay? It's also a card of patience and, yes, Gemini. That is so funny. Let me tell you why. I always describe, okay, I have 2 cards in the deck that represent Gemini energy. One is, of course, the Lovers. That's traditional. But for me, I'm a Gemini. I may have told you that. But anyway, also the Magician, because in my mind, we're the folks that pull rabbits out of the hat. Well, that is that energy right there that I was just describing. I'm surprised I didn't pull the Magician card for you. But anyway, 2 of Pentacles. You may have to be a little bit patient. So it may be a little slower towards the end of the cycle coming in. But I really think, based on this card, that you might get kind of busy towards the end of that period. And you may be juggling, which is a good blessing, right? You may have more to do than you can shake a stick at, which is great. Pardon the Southern expression, it is what it is. But so I like it for you. And but definitely, it's all about divine timing, walking as if you are already successful, trusting that it is here, okay? And you will have what you need and what you want at the point that you need and want it. Boom. How's that? Does that help? I hope it helped. Okay. So, yeah, there we go. So if anybody else has a question, you know, I've got my cards. What do we want to chat about till somebody has a question? Anybody got any ideas, or do y'all want me to just continue to blabber on about manifestation of money and love and that sort of thing? I don't know. Gosh. Trying to think. Thank you so much. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you very much. I love the 4-leaf clover too. That's so cute. Thank you so much. And I hope I pronounced your name right. Abentika? I hope that's correct. I don't know. But anyway, the wind stopped blowing. So nice, because I'm real cold natured and I freeze to death. Y'all, it's like 68 degrees right now and I'm freezing. Okay, I'm sitting here with a sweater on and a hoodie on top of that. I know I probably look a mess, but it is what it is. But anyhow, so, you know, oh, I did pronounce, oh good, I pronounced it right. Okay, awesome. So anyway, if Jenny Jen, do you have a question, or do you want me to do just like a general snapshot of some observations and advice? I mean, or anybody else, I am certainly fine with that. Jenny Jen, I have to tell you, you are my very first super chatter. Thank you so much. So I got to tell you that. But yeah, I had to share that. I have my iced tea here. Yes, I am Southern to the core. This is, I like my sweet tea to where if I run out of syrup for my pancakes and waffles, there's no problem. I'm completely fine. Oh, now I got a piece of ice. It's gonna freeze. But anyway, let's see. Oh, okay. So let's talk about, can we talk about relationship readiness? Anybody interested in that? Off the cuff relationship. Is there someone in my neighborhood I need to be aware of? Hey, Lori G. I'm so glad I found you. You're a Cappy. Okay, I'm a Cap Moon. Hello. So, okay, Jenny Jen, back to your question. Let me see if I can, okay, it went away, but I think you asked, I don't know, I hope I didn't do away with the comments. Oh my word, I hope not. Let's see, wait a minute. Here we go. Oh, there you are. Okay. All right. So, Jenny Jen, you just got a reading about a gentleman. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Oh, I remember. Okay. So, you had asked me if there's, I'm trying to get this. I'm so sorry, y'all. I know y'all think I'm nuts. But oh, Nacho Mama. It was you that asked. Living, my girl, how you doing, girl? So, okay, Nacho Mama, is there someone, yes, I can, Jenny Jen, I'll get to you in just a second. So, Nacho Mama, is there someone in your neighborhood you need to be concerned about? Let's just ask it that way, is that okay? Nacho Mama, is there someone in your neighborhood that you need to be concerned about? That's an interesting question. Let's get an answer. All right, let's get an answer. So I'm going to assume that you have concerns that this person is, you know, not cool. We'll just leave it at that, okay? Negative energy of some sort, right? And so I'm going to, you know, kind of structure the reading in that way. Okay, Nacho Mama? All right, so let's see here, Nacho Mama. Let's see. Is there someone that Nacho Mama aware of? Okay, just, okay. Is there, okay, so I'm just going to ask a simple yes, no then, and we'll go from that. That's pretty straightforward. Okay, so is there someone that she, Nacho Mama, needs to be aware of. And then after that, we're going to get to you, Jenny Jen. Hold on one second. Let's see here. Let's see, Nacho Mama. Is there someone we need to be aware of? Okay. Someone is watching you. Whoa. I got a big fat yes all day long. Okay. This is my spy card right here. Whoa. And I don't know if you know this. The tarot deck has 78 cards in it. There is one spy card, and this is that. I don't know if this answers your question or not, but it might be somebody that's romantically interested in you, but this speaks to opportunity. Yeah, I know, right? Is that not weird? I mean, gosh, you know, not too long ago, I read for a lawsuit, and there is, you know, there are several cards that can say yes or no, but this, you know, and this is true with reading, but like this is the only card that is the spy card, okay? Well, there's a lot of cards that could say yes or no where this person could have proceeded with their legal action. Look, I pulled the Justice card upright. I mean, that is one card in the entire deck that speaks to legal issues. Whoa. I mean, it was crazy. But okay, and you got the Six of Swords here. So whoever this is may be patching up their heart a little bit from something, but when you get this card, this is definitely a healthy card. And if they are patching up their heart, okay, oh, and this can speak to distance too, but of course you said it was in your neighborhood, so probably, maybe not. But this is, I like this card, it's a good card because what this is if this person is in fact patching up their heart from something, pretty much most of the clouds are gone. You can see this person here in the picture. I mean, they're kind of headed towards, you know, clear skies and stuff. So, okay, let's get a general for you, Jenny Jen. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience. Let's get you a general. So we're going to get some general observations about what's coming up. How about the next week? Ah, my card flipped over. You had the Queen of Swords. Oh, okay, good. Not at all worried. Good. Did I answer? Tell me if that gave you the answer that you were looking for. I would like to know that too, Nacho Mama. Let's see. So we are going to find out what Jenny Jen can expect in the coming week. What can you expect, Jenny Jen? Maybe love, maybe money. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up. Hey, Starstruck, how are ya? Good to see you. We are reading for Jenny Jen right now. We're doing a live quick Q&A here. Okay, Jenny Jen. Well, you know what? It's all about money this week, probably, okay? Queen of Pentacles. Okay, hey Val, how are you? Good to see you. So, Queen of Pentacles is a pretty high vibrational card. I don't know what your sign is. This is Earth energy, maybe not, okay? But there is something that you're not seeing that is going to come to light, okay? I believe. You got the Ace of Swords here. That's air energy, by the way. Hey, Andrea, good to see you. And so we're doing a reading for Jenny Jen right now, but if anybody, you know, wants to do a quick Q&A, just let me know and I'll try to catch you. So, yes, Jenny, and I don't know if you're an earth sign or an air sign maybe, or maybe that's somebody that you deal with. Here is what's cool, though. Divine Time. You pulled, hey, Andrea. Yes, general love reading, Val, sure. Coming up right after Jenny Jen, okay? Jenny Jen, back to you. This is the Divine Timing card, and this I like because this is long-term success, okay? But it is about trusting the process, and I don't know if you've ever heard me describe this card or not, but this is all about harvest, okay? And you know, it takes time to reap a harvest. You have to plant the seeds and till the soil and da-da-da. And this is about, you know, trusting the process. It's the reminder of the tortoise and the hare. And yes, Andrea, absolutely. And so anyway, and knowing that, you know, everyday work, putting in has to do with success. So and you know, this can speak to opportunity, okay? Maybe it's a promotion or something of that nature, but it's all about being, having faith in yourself and the divine and the universe. They got you. You do your part, you take your time and do, and it will result in success. And this speaks to that. And so does this. Okay, so you know, and sometimes an Aquarius. Okay, well, here's your air energy. I love Aquarian energy. You know, I'm a Gemini, I'm an air sign too. Okay, so I believe we had Val next. Val, comment. I think you wanted a general love reading. We're going to just take a little look at what to expect in the coming week. Okay, Val? what to expect. Oh, hey, Living, what twin flame is coming my way, but what good is coming? I gotcha, Living. We'll get you shortly. And thank you for the super chat, by the way. All right, Val, so let's get your general reading real quick, okay? General love reading. We're going to look at for the next week, okay? Just what to expect love-wise for the next week, okay? All right, Val, hang on just one second. Okay, I like this a lot. Okay, here's what's cool, all right? I think you may have gone through something that was tough at some point in your past, okay? And you felt like then, Val, that it was the very worst thing in the world. The worst thing in the world. I mean, absolutely. But it's going, if it hasn't already, you are going to come to see that it was the best thing ever. This is the Five of Cups reverse. This is also having an attitude of gratitude. So I think you have come to see the positives in the whole situation, really, if I could just say that. And I really think that in love, there may be options coming in, but don't be overwhelmed by that, okay? This also can speak to spiritual awakening as well, this card, the Seven of Cups, okay? And the Wheel of Fortune is all about a new cycle. So I don't know if you're involved with anybody or not. If you are, it may speak to a renewal, but it's definitely, you know, kind of roadways opening up is what I get from that. I love air sign. I love air and fire. I love all the signs. And, you know, I could sit here, you know, we could all sit here and throw shade at every sign in the book, but at the end of the day, you know, we can also say something great about them. I mean, I'm a Gemini, I could throw shade at my sign all day long. You know, we're known for being cheaters and blabbermouths and, you know, having diarrhea of the mouth and not being able to keep secrets. And unevolved, all those things are true. Yes, that was me, okay? But now I never did cheat, but other than that, yes. So anyway, absolutely, Val, I hope that helps. Okay, so Living, I know you had asked me, I want to go back to let's see if I can see. Remind me of your question. I know you wanted to know what you've got coming in, I believe romantically. Just remind me one more time what you asked a while ago when you sent your super chat. Remind me of that, because I know you wanted to know. I believe you said you wanted to know what twin flame you got coming in, what you have coming in here in the next, what? You want to say 2 weeks, maybe? Sound okay? 2 weeks. What does my friend Living and Laughing have coming in areas of matters of the heart? Matters of the heart for my sweet friend. For my sweet friend Living and Laughing. Yes, okay, so I got it, okay. Matters of the heart coming in for Living. What does she need to know? Let's see. Okay, you know what? I like this for you, and I'll tell you why. I pulled Sagittarian energy, which is kind of interesting. I believe you're in Aries, but the Temperance card, you're not going to like this, but it's really a good card if you think about it. It is the card of hope and healing and balance, okay? It's a divine timing card. People hate this, and the Seven of Pentacles is the divine timing card, but this is a highly spiritual card. So let me just say this. I think the person that you have coming in is going to be highly spiritual, and right, Jenny Jen, going to be highly spiritual, going to be a person who is patient about waiting. This is the card of patience, okay? And yes, I will do one or the other, Andrea, you decide. And so I like this one too. I think there has been some drama, and I think there has been some heartbreak, okay? This Ten of Swords speaks to that. I think it has been really tough on you, but are you healing up and patching up those wounds? You betcha. And this card I like a lot too, and it came out in the reverse, okay? The Tower, the drama is clearing. Yay! Yay! And so what this means, when this Tower comes out in reverse many times, that what you're building inside, you're building on something solid. Okay, Andrea, I got you. So I hope that makes sense, Living. I hope that makes sense for you. If it does, let me know. So Andrea, oh yay, yay. So Andrea, a general love reading for Andrea. I'm gonna say, what do we have coming in the next couple of weeks? How about a couple of weeks? Couple of weeks, Andrea. I'm coming up on 30 minutes, y'all. And I'm gonna try to limit this to no more than 45. So anyway, all right. Let's see, Andrea, general love reading for you. General love reading. Say, Let's see. Let's see. I'm so glad to be able to talk to you guys. It's so much. Look, yesterday when I went live, and I know Liv and you were here, several of y'all, I left there. I was on top of the world leaving the park yesterday. I'm at a different park today. It's a little bit closer to my house. I hope I'm coming in okay, y'all. But Andrea, okay, this is wild. Okay, now let's talk. I think you have gone through something in the past too that caused you some sleepless nights. I'm just going to call that out. But here's and I think it left you feeling stuck. Okay, I really do. That's what this card means when this happens. Okay, but I got some good news for you. Okay, well let's just go through the process. I think it left you feeling stuck. Okay. And thank you so much. And I think you felt really hopeless, I don't think you realized the strength that you had, okay? And I've got some good news coming in, okay? But this is the thing. These things, I used to say these things make us stronger, but I came to realize something. That's really not the case. Hey, Jenna, I will get you here in just a second if I can, okay? But anyway, so the strength reversed. You felt like you didn't have any power in this. But these things, what they really do is they awaken us to the strength that we already have. I love that line from The Wizard of Oz where Glinda the Good Witch turns to Dorothy and she said, "You had the power all along, my dear. You just had to see," or something to that effect, right? I think I have a meme that I posted on that. But anyway, so the drama's clearing and you're starting to see the light of day. And what you're building, Andrea, is built on something solid, just like we just told Liv a while ago. So I like that for you. I think you're headed in a good direction. I think you're still patching up some wounds. I really do. And so I would just encourage you to trust this process, because I promise you, as you continue to, and look, when you're healing, as I said on a couple of my reading series, it feels like a roller coaster and you feel like, oh my God, am I ever going to get over this? But I promise you will, okay? And there are days that you're going to feel like you take 1 step forward and 3 steps back, but many more days where you take 4 steps forward and maybe just a half a step back. So I hope that helps, Andrea. Okay, Jenna, what was your question again? Let me know real quick. And I think there was somebody else that asked me for a reading earlier, and I may have missed it. And y'all, I'm sorry if I do. I'm trying. Oh, Jenny, thank you again. Love you, girl. Thank you so, so much, Jenny Jen. Many blessings to you. Many, many blessings. So, okay. Who were we? I'm so sorry, y'all. Absolutely. Oh, Starstruck. Yes, you did. I'm so sorry, Starstruck. You asked earlier, and I think I may have skipped you. Starstruck, give me your question again. Give me your question. Best idea to walk away. Okay, Jenna, we will look at that in just a second. We're going to look and see if your heart's torn. Is it best to walk away? All right, I want to read for Starstruck first, Jenna, and I hope you don't mind, but I just, yes, y'all do have it. I love that. But I want to read, okay, general take month of March. Okay, general reading month of March. Let's take a look. Let's get you a quick reading. Okay, Jenna, and I'm going to look at whether or not we need to walk away from that situation or not. But here we go, Starstruck. General info for the month of March. We're just going to leave this thing open. Maybe love, maybe money, maybe both. Hold on, y'all. My cards flew away. We got to have all the cards to tell a whole story, right? You know, I'm going to tell you what cards flew out, just so you know. Starstruck, we're going to see what comes out. But this was Strong Soul Connection card all day long, okay? 2 of Cups. And the 9 of Swords in reverse, and that means coming out of a dark time. But we're going to shuffle these just to make sure we get a good reading. But I just wanted to tell you that when I was shuffling, that wind flew up, and boom. Those are the cards that flew across the park there. But okay, so the wind had died down and then we just got this big wind all of a sudden. Okay, Starstruck, let's get you some info for the month of March. What you got coming in? What you got coming in? Opportunity. I think you've got really maybe 2 opportunities here. Let's talk about this, okay? We've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, okay? And I like this. here's why. It may be one opportunity or it may be two. So this is love and money all day long, okay, for what it's worth. Pentacles sometimes can speak to material gain and family and just 3D kind of things, okay? But the thing about this card is it's opportunity slated for success, okay? Now, it's up to us to keep it on that path, right? This is a great card because this can speak to opportunity romantically, but it also can speak, the Ace of Cups many times is about a healthy view of yourself and stepping into a place where you're taking care of yourself and you're pouring from a full cup and you have everything that you need inside, okay? So I like that for you. And I pulled the Leo card for you too. I think you've been through some things and you found your spiritual muscles from that, and you got a lot of courage, a lot of strength. This is a very telling card. This tells me, yeah, isn't this I know, right? I know. This is, I'm like, I want this reading for me, right? Starstruck. Awesome. So anyway, Starstruck, hope that you're, do you see that? Look, Living, do you see? I pulled the Leo card and there it is, Starstruck. Oh my God. Okay, this is about stepping into your power, baby. There it is. I don't know what to say. God, that's crazy, isn't it? And you may have a strong soul connection coming in because we saw that Two of Cups that flew out, and I really don't believe in accidents. I'm just going to tell you that. Okay, so Jenny, your question. Your heart is torn. Absolutely. I'm having fun. I'm addicted. I want to do this every day, all day, y'all. But I'm a Gemini. I'm a double Gemini, and I talk way too much, you know. But okay. All right, Jenny. So, Jenny, should you walk away? I don't hate it. I love helping people, but I hate, the reason is because it breaks my heart whenever people talk about their heart hurting. Because if anybody, and I got emotional yesterday, I'll probably do it again today, but if anybody can understand, and I know every situation is different, but honey, I know what it's like to hurt. I know what it's like to cry and feel alone and have sleepless nights and wonder what in the world you did, right? And really, oftentimes, it's nothing you did. It's where you were vibrationally, okay? But let's get a question for you, Jenny. Should you walk away? Absolutely, Starstruck. I am so glad that I could help. And walk as if you already have it. There's your advice, too. So, oh my God, Jenna. I was calling you Jenny, and I'm so sorry, Jenna. Have you seen my playlists? I've got playlists about shadow work and healing. That's the same thing. And then I also have stuff about twin flame and soulmates that may help you too. But let's, should you walk away? Should you walk away? Let's get a little quickie of your situation. Okay, so, all right. Here's the cards that I have. We pulled the Pisces card. We also pulled Queen of Swords, which is the air energy in reverse. And then we pulled the Ten of Pentacles as well, which is earth energy. And you may know the signs, but air is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and earth is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But okay, the moon in reverse. The traditional definition of that card when it comes up in reverse is fooling yourself. Yep. Oh, you've been a guide and my daughter was blessed to survive. Oh my God, Jenna. So I pulled the moon card, which is fooling yourself when it's in the reverse like that. Sometimes, okay? And here's why I'm going to go with that meaning. You guys know the cards can have multiple meanings, but what you do is you look for the commonalities, and sometimes as you talk through it, you pick up an energy. That's how reading is for me anyway. And oh my God, I am so sorry, Jenna. I will share some stuff about my daughter with y'all. It may make me go a little bit long. But I also pulled the Queen of Swords in reverse, and sometimes that is being in denial. Okay, and the commonalities within these cards, those are the commonalities within these cards, okay? Now, Ten of Pentacles, let's talk about that. Here's why I think that came up. Oh, absolutely, Pearl. Here's why I think the Ten of Pentacles may have come up. I think you're afraid of loss, and I think you're afraid, I think that maybe finances are a big deal, or family. This can speak to finances or family. But at any rate, I think maybe you're really, really afraid of the repercussions to your family and or your finances that have to do with this. But at the end of the day, it's speaking to you kind of being in denial about something and fooling yourself. And I don't know if it helps or this kind of answers anything for you, Jenna, or not. But family, okay, family, there you go. Oh, starstruck, y'all are so sweet. Somebody just a minute ago asked me if, Pearl, didn't you ask me if you could ask a question? And I don't know if you're still here, Pearl, but while you answer, y'all, whenever the catalyst, and I don't mean that in a bad way, he's just a very broken individual. Yes, don't need any more struggles. When all that happened, my behavior, and I became the crazy person. Let me tell you, I behaved. Was he bad? Oh, he was horrible. Was I bad? Yes, I was. We were both just monsters, both of us, okay? And I became the crazy person, as many of you know from yesterday, that he, called. And I acted in every kind. I deserved to be called crazy because that's how I was acting. So I get it. At the time, I thought it was just lashing out. But no, he was right. He was right in what he said. Now, he was wrong in some of the stuff he did, okay? But that's another story. I do have to take responsibility for the things I said and did, and to forgive him for the things that he did. Okay, but my behavior, will H reach out to me to reconcile soon? Okay, we're going to answer that in just a second. But my behavior, y'all, I almost lost the relationship with my father. My mother had passed away. I had almost lost the relationship with my now 15-year-old daughter, et cetera, et cetera. And long story short, after a lot of healing and a lot of really working on me, can I tell you that both of those relationships are the most beautiful that they have ever been. I could not ask for a better daughter, y'all. And my dad, oh my God, he has done a 180 from the man that I grew up with. Okay, so the question here that we are going to ask is, will H reach out and will you guys reconcile soon? Pearl, let's take a look. Oh, Jenna. Me too. Virtual hug, right? Virtual hug. Y'all touch my heart more than you could ever imagine. I mean, I can't even. But okay, Pearl, will you and H reconcile? Absolutely. Yes, virtual. Yes, virtual. Will you and H reconcile? Let's find out. Will there be a reconciliation? There are a few cards in the deck that can speak to reconciliation. And then, some cards just can speak to, renewing or new. So there's several cards that may come up, okay? So let's I'm using my sunglasses as kind of an anchor in this thing, okay? I pulled the Gemini card. And I pulled this Magician card, but let me tell you what I pulled. I pulled the Four of Pentacles, and I also pulled the Nine of Wands reversed. So I really think right now he might be feeling kind of a little bit spunky on his own. And honestly, here's what I've got. All right, these two cards to me speak volumes, Pearl. This is fighting a losing battle right here when it comes out in the reverse. And I typically, not always, but typically go by the traditional definitions that are on tarot.com. And I kind of memorized them, and I look for, and there's, cards can have, like a reversal especially, can probably have a good possible 15 meanings, okay? But when I see this Four of Pentacles along with it, this is very guarded walls, like overly guarded, like closed off to, when it comes up in a romance reading, it's really emotionally closed off and not wanting to take a risk with your heart, if you will, and kind of take a leap of faith. So, it's kind of interesting because we pull this Magician card. Sometimes magicians are associated with Gemini energy. This is fire and this is earth, and maybe just a placement in somebody's chart. But, the Magician card is a high vibrational card, but sometimes there's an element of independence and I can make it on my own kind of thing. This is a master of manifestation many times, but it's come out with these other two cards, and I really think that what we're getting here is that this, and sometimes that Magician can slip up and work against something, okay? And so I really think that in this case, he is trying to manifest something, but as far as with who, you know? But I think with you, it might be a losing battle, and I think he's kind of guarded and really not wanting to open himself up emotionally to anything. And I hope that helps. I am so, you know, I hate whenever we get readings like that. Y'all, it is hard to read. It's hard to read bad news. I mean, it is. It really is. It's much more fun to read fun readings. But the truth of the matter is, and let me just shoot straight. The energies of most folks who come to tarot is because something's wrong to begin with. So oftentimes as a tarot reader, you kind of have to, you know, and I'll tell you this, there are a lot of tarot, and I see this, and I'm not going to name names. There are some great tarot readers out there, okay? We all know that. Rich is my favorite, okay? I love him to pieces. But there are tarot readers who don't tell the truth. And when you learn the card meanings, and then you see what they pull, and then you hear what they say, and then you go back and you look at their last 20 videos, and the last 20 videos speak to over and over and over again. They want to reach out to you. They're thinking about you. They're dreaming about you. They're just shy to reach out. You know, they're afraid you will reject them, but they're thinking about you. They want to come back. They want to come back. They want to come back. And y'all, then you pull the reading and you watch it, and when you're a tarot reader, and I didn't know this until I learned the cards myself, but when you're a tarot reader and you watch the overwhelming majority, you know, beware of tarot readers. When you go and you look at their videos, if 18 out of 20 videos say, hey, tarot reader, but if 18 of their 20 videos say your ex is coming back or reaching out, beware. Because that reading happens, but it's rare. It is rare. Most X readings that I get, and in fact, I did an X reading, I think it was yesterday. I think I did, yeah. And I did an X reading yesterday, and I was shocked because normally my X readings out of the, when I do an all signs and 12 readings, you know, 12 zodiac signs, all like maybe one, but mostly it's all 12. It's like, no, they're just not studying them. And I did a little chat one time not too long ago about why people don't reach out. And it is in my I think it's in my Twin Flame playlist. I can tell you that it's not me reading, but it's me talking about why people don't reach out. And y'all, it's a real simple answer. And it was hard for me to see this. This is a hard truth for me to speak. It hurts my heart to say this because I know how it hurts. And I know how it feels to love someone and them not at least treat you like they love you back, okay? I know how that feels. And when I came to this realization, that's whenever I decided then that it was a losing battle. But at the end of the day, let me just put the shoe on your foot. When you want to talk to somebody, when you want to contact somebody in any way, what do you do without thinking? Without thinking, what do? You pick up your phone. You text, you call, you Snapchat, you message them on Messenger, whatever. You don't think about it. It's just, you don't even get a second thought. You want to talk to somebody, call them. Hey, Nabila, how are you? And I hope I said that right. And the same is true for your person. If they want to call you, they'll call you. If they want to talk to you, if they want to text you, they'll email you. If they're afraid to hear what you say and they don't want to just face it head on, well, they'll text you. Or they'll, you know, kind of da-da-da. Yes, Twin Flame trend is not for the masses. It's so, yes, thank you. And it will never trend, exactly. Well, sadly, it's trending, but it's toxic trending. You know what I mean? But I get what you're saying. So, and look, it is hard for me to say that. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, the reason that we don't hear from someone is because they don't want to contact us. Bottom line. And I gave the caveat, unless they're being held captive by the mafia. I think I said that in my little video that I did too. But y'all check that out. It is in my Life Preserver playlist, and I think it may be in my Twin Flame Heartbreak playlist as well. And it's something about, I can't remember the exact name, but it's something about how you don't, when they don't reach out, or why they haven't reached out. I think I named it something like that. Why you haven't heard from them, why they haven't reached out, or something like that. And it's hard. And let me tell you, I am not an expert by any stretch of the imagination. Yes, I'm still healing. Yes, I'm still learning. And, you know, I've pretty much patched up my heart from the Catalyst, who I used to refer to as my Twin Flame, who I very am thankful that I was able to cut cords with. And, but at any rate, but I am still healing from other trauma early on in my life, you know, and indoctrination is one of those. And, but it's coming. Part of healing, the biggest part to me is, yes ma'am, starstruck, it is my pleasure, but part of the biggest thing about healing is just facing that this happened. You know, I didn't realize for a long time, even in my spiritual journey, it's been since I started this channel, that I realized the indoctrination into the misogyny and that I'm worthless without something outside of me, you know, and the harm that did to my self-esteem and healing from that. And, you know, don't mistake, whenever I say misogyny, that's a real thing, and it's a major problem right now, the imbalance, okay, between divine feminine, divine masculine energy, because thank you so much, Nabila, but you know, it's very imbalanced, because for so long, so many of the world religions, you know, repressed feminine energy. Now, don't take this to mean that I hate men in the least. No, ma'am, no, sir. I love divine masculine energy, and it has its place, you know. But, you know, and a lot of the women, when we heal, you know, one mistake that we make is, you know, when we start out the healing from this indoctrination, the pendulum is way over here, and it swings all the way to the other extreme, where we just become this massively toxic, I hate men kind of thing, and it has to swing back to right here. You know, so a runner could be running because they are so different and they don't want you. Actually, I speak to the runner-chaser thing. I have a whole different outlook on the twin flame dynamic. I do not believe in a twin flame. I believe in twin flame energy, but there is no such thing as an end-all be-all, and that is toxic, okay? I'm just going to call it out. That is the truth, and I came to that. My matron is who taught me that. And it was truth, okay? There is no end-all be-all. And I have had two romantic connections that were equally intense, that both could be defined as twin flame. And by the true definition of the twin flame, my daughter could also represent that. Because let me tell you, did we know each other like the back of our hand? Oh, yes, we did. We pushed each other's buttons. We were absolutely both toxic to each other, absolute spewed venom toward each other, but we repaired that, okay, and we're great now. So if you really want to get technical, you know, if you want to say there are twin flames, I've had 3 so far. There you go. This is why I don't believe in an end-all be-all. So I do. No one is, you are your twin flame, Nabila. There is no tarot reading for that, because you are your own twin flame, okay? Watch my twin flame videos, okay? What the twin flame community that teaches this toxic teaching missed is that Plato was talking about coming into union with yourself. And I will speak that truth until I quit breathing, because I know the divine is who taught me that. I came to that on my own, in solitude, spending time with my main spirit guide, my matron. Okay, and my matron wrote the book on shadow work. She really did. That is her thing. That's not what she's known for. She's very misunderstood, just like so many of us. But she's highly known for her feminine energy. But very few people understand that her main passion is actually healing from the oppression that many times we as women you know, undergo, the misogyny and that sort of thing. But so anyway, anybody have any more questions? Anybody have any more questions? I'm trying to develop my spirituality, and you will feel like you hit a wall sometimes. Oh, girl, it's part of it. It's the roller coaster. Thank you, Living. Hey, Susan, will my ex and I reconcile? Saggy Aquarius. Okay, so let's look, Susan, and see if you guys will reconcile. And I will tell you this, Susan, I read the cards like I see them, okay? So I shoot straight with people that have been watching me. And I don't know if you've been watching me for very long, Susan, but they know that I shoot straight. I live on videos on that aspect. Wow. So anyway, all right, Susan, let's take a look if the Saggy and Aquarius are going to reconcile. Let's take a look. Let's do a reading for you real quick. Okay, tarot reader, sure. Let me get this reading real quick for Susan. All right, Susan, let's take a look. Okay. This is one of those rare ones. Y'all, mark it down. Mark it down. Renewal from the past. Reconciliation, this is a strong soul connection. Possible partnership, balance. Patience is key here, okay? Doing the energy work and being patient, though, okay? The Judgment card, outcome's not set in stone. This is a reminder to keep the energy this way instead of this way by not neglecting your energy work. Okay, Susan? Okay, that was a shocker. I was not... Look, this is a strong soul connection card. This is one of 2 cards in the deck that can speak to reconciliation with a past person. Whoa. You got it. So possible renewal. There you go. And this is this one here is many times a reconciliation, but it is union of souls and reconciliation. Okay, so tarot reader. I know, is that not crazy living? It's like crazy. Okay, so tarot reader, are we going to have a reconciliation? Let's shuffle these cards and see what comes out for you, tarot reader. Yes! Susan, is that crazy? So be patient, okay? Do not neglect your energy work, okay? That is so, so important because, as I say many times, nothing can go toxic quicker than a strong soul connection where the people aren't doing your regular spirituality and energy work, okay? And self-care, okay? All right, so I hope that helps. Okay, so tarot reader. Let's see. Let's put some intent into this thing. Are we going to have a reconciliation, tarot reader? Are we going to have a reconciliation? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Well, you know, this is kind of weird. We're going to have to clarify this. All right, because... All right, I do have the King of Pentacles in reverse, which is kind of weird, but I've got 2 single cards in the reverse too. Both of these cards speak to singlehood, and I've got those in the reverse, so I'm a little bit cloudy on this thing. These are cards to me that mean single, okay? 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, both in the reverse, okay? So I want to see... I'm just going to have to clarify this, you know. I'm kind of getting really mixed signals on this thing. Like it can kind of go either way, okay? You know, King of Pentacles, when Kings come out in reverse, sometimes that can speak to immaturity. Sometimes it may speak to somebody coming back out of loneliness. Nope. Okay. All right. So, all right. Tarot reader. You're a tarot reader. 10 of Wands, okay? And, all right, but let's go with the traditional definition of that card. You also pull the Aquarius card, which is kind of interesting, the Star card. It's the card of optimism and healing and better days ahead. But, you know, okay, some 10s mean endings, like the 10 of Swords, as you well know. But hear me out. And I want you to go look on tarot.com because, and this is, sometimes this can speak to being overburdened and having a lot of work to do. But, and it speaks to, but it is a reminder that you have what it takes to persevere. So when this came out with these 2 9s in the reverse like this, and okay, the King of Pentacles, somebody may be having financial problems or some kind of issues they need to work through, and that may be why this card came up. But overwhelmingly, I'm getting that you have reason to be optimistic about this thing. I think it's going to take some work, but this is a reminder that you have the strength to get it through. I am not a tarot reader to give false hopes, but I'm kind of leaning towards a yes on this one, tarot reader, which kind of surprises me. That's unusual for X readings, but I've got to call it like I see it, okay? I think that's what we're getting here. I really do. I mean, you know, you're a tarot reader too, so I would love to hear a second opinion, but yes. So anyway, we're coming up on an hour, y'all, so I'm probably going to cut this off and not do any more readings. Rocky, I'm just finishing up. Oh, did I read it accurately? Wow, tarot reader. Okay, well, thank you for that. Rocky, I am so sorry. I'm wrapping this up for today. Oh, listen to you living. You are just amazing. All of you guys rock my world. Can I just say that? But Rocky, I'm not doing any more because I'm coming up on almost an hour. Really, it's exactly as I said. Whoa, isn't that crazy? Okay, y'all, if you want to email me, my email is enchantedcottage333@gmail.com. Certainly reach out to me there. And, you know, I do these Sunday fun days for fun. Well, this is my first, but I kind of am getting addicted to this live thing. It's pretty fun. But at any rate, Jenna, tarot reader, Livin, Pearl, Jenny Jen, of course, I think she had to leave. But just a shout out to everyone. Y'all, I'm addicted. I'm addicted. I got to do these lives. These are fun. Thank you so, so much. And I just got a low battery notification. I just got a low battery notification, so that tells me it's time to shut my mouth. Susan, thank you for being here. Thank you all. You guys rock my world. We are going to do this again, and I will try to give you guys a heads up. I post on my community page, and it might hit your feed. Oh, Starstruck, thank you too. But it might hit, your feed. I'll try to give you as much heads up as I can whenever I do plan to go live. But anyway, thank you all. You guys rock my world. I can't talk about it. If I do, I'll start crying, okay? I'll do it again. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. That Venus in Cancer gets me every time. I'm supposed to be a double gem with a Capricorn moon, dang it. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this off. Thank you guys so, so much. Many, many blessings. Have a blessed and beautiful week, everyone. Much love and light.